Alright, here we go. This is your iPad Air 2, the gold version. As you can see, there's extremely thin design. That's really thin and light. Uh, so, what I said, let me pull this out. That's really nice. So I will talk about something about which storage should you pick. That's really important because that's the Apple strategy for the customers. So for all business, they're gonna make them. They want to make more money. That's the basic problem, basic idea why they're running the business, right? So for Apple, they made the 16 gig version. Didn't ever cancel it out because they think most customers are gonna pick the 64 gig version. They think the customer need more storage, but the truth is, do you need that much storage on your iPad? The answer may be no. So I will do the calculation before I spend 4 or 5, even $600 on a tablet. I will see if you have a smartphone. You can see how much usage. Look at your usage, how much gigs you are using right now. What I said is, I have 50 or 70 movies in my iTunes library. There's no way to download all of them on my iPad. Even I have a 128 gigabyte version. That's still not enough for even. It's only for like 10 movies, right? But now the Wi-Fi hotspot is everywhere, all around the world. Only things you need, just connect to your Wi-Fi hotspot and you get everything. You can stream the video online. You don't have to download it. At least you don't have a hotspot at your home or at school or anywhere. I mean, if you don't have a hotspot, if you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, why you're buying an iPad? You have no way to use it without internet. So that's the point. 16 gigs is the best value because that's cheapest. If you add 48 gigs more, it's gonna cost you $100 more. Actual. How much about 48 gigs flash drive, which you can get from markets, is it's only like $30, like that. So they charge you more. That's the strategy of their business. You don't want to get into it. You don't want to let them make more money. All right. So this. Well, you're gonna ask, 16 gig is not enough for me. It's gonna be enough because there's something called iCloud. You can store your photos on the iCloud drive. You don't need to keep download those on your iPad anymore. So for if you save $10, maybe I mean if you save $100 and even $200, so you can buy more storage on the iCloud. It's only $11 per year for 20 gigabyte. That's enough for everyone. I bought that. I only use 11 gigs on the iCloud, and you don't need to download those content on your iPad and pay that 200 gigs, 200 $200 more. Because if you have $200 saved, you can buy 10 years. I mean, like 20 years. iCloud to 20 gigs storage. I mean, just a great deal, isn't it? So, be smart to go to pick the 16 gig version. Do not choose the 64 or 128 gigs. At least if you want to do it. But if you want to save money, if not enough budget, if you want to buy some other things to enjoy your life, go pick the 16 gig version. The calculation, what I did is, for work, I will have a Page, Keynote, and iMovie, maybe not iMovie on the iPad. Alright, so like iPhotos maybe, and Numbers, some other iLife, iWork, whatever that costs software on my iPad. It's only take like a gig. 1 GB for all of those installed on your iPad. And we gonna install some games, like 5 games, FIFA 15, or at those together, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 GB. You will install some sound, like I have like 300 sounds, or like Spotify, Pandora, all those install. Maybe like, all right, 500 MB. That's enough, or 1 gig if you like it. And other action movies on iCloud, which I downloaded to watch, like The Book Thief or Transformer 4, like that. It's gonna take like 12 GB total. You still have a like 2.8 GB be free. You can install some other application, for video and streaming included at 12 GB. You get a lots of storage place. And others, you can keep your photos on an iCloud drive. You don't need to download on your iPad. At least you want to keep all those in your iPad. You may need a big storage space. But let's think about that. How often did you go look through your photos? Per day? Per hour? Per second? Are you serious? No one gonna do it. And you get your smartphone, right? You can have a big smartphone. So do down all of those calculations. The overall result is you don't need 64 GB on your tablet. You will have the Wi-Fi connection everywhere all around the world, even on the airplane. And as for social media, it's gonna take like 200 MB. That's great enough. Install all the Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, like Instagram, Wine, whatever. All of those add together is like 100 MB. Excuse me. All of those is under 12 GB. You get 2.8 free space for other movies or music, everything. You want to install some photos, that's totally fine. You get enough space on it. And if you want to change maybe next year the iPad Air 3 come out, you want to switch to that, go ahead, because you did not spend $800 or $900 on this iPad. You will be easier to switch to others, right? That's the strategy for customers, not to against the business. If they want to make money from you. So be smart to choose your iPad. And that's all tips that I can tell you, and hope you guys enjoying this video, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And by the way, I will leave all the links down below, all the stuff in the case, bag, or protection, the screen protector, and the iPad down below. You can get those. You can go check those, and leave your comment down below if you agree or disagree with my opinions. And which, if you have an iPad Air 2, whatever the Apple products or smart products, smart devices, how much storage you will pick, or you did pick. Tell me your opinions. I'll glad to hear of those. Thank you, and have a great day.